This movie takes place in a version of Los Angeles where humans live with orcs, elves, and fairies. Will Smith's character, Officer Daryl Ward, is patrolling the streets with Nick Jacoby, the first orc police officer in history, who is his partner. When an orc mobster emerges from a store and shoots Ward with a shotgun, Jacoby is in the middle of getting a taco. Ward is prepared to rejoin the army when some time has passed. With his wife Sherry, Dawn Oliveri, and daughter Sophia, Scarlett Spencer, he is fighting to maintain their home. Sophia despises that her father is a police officer because she fears he may be killed. They talk about Jacoby being on the force while they watch a video of Joe Rogan interviewing an orc. Jacoby is despised by the other orcs because they see him as a traitor. Because he believes Jacoby is too responsible for Ward being shot, Ward dislikes having him as a teammate. The fairy that is assaulting the bird feeder is subsequently dealt with when Sherry forces him to go outdoors. Ward whacks the fairy to death with a broom. Jacoby and Ward ride together, with Ward openly attributing the shooting to Jacoby. They arrive at work after passing through the affluent Elftown area, where a few corrupt police officers Pollard, Ike Bernholtz, Hicks, Matt Gerald, and Brown, Joseph Picuiro, make fun of Jacoby when he isn't present. Ward objects to Sergeant Ching, Margaret Cho, when she orders him to spend the day on patrol with Jacoby, but she seems uninterested in his objections. To deal with the disruption, Ward and Jacoby travel downtown and meet with Sheriff Rodriguez J. Hernandez. Serling, Chris Browning, a lunatic, is talking nonsense and flailing a sword about. Serling complies and is arrested as the cops prepare to use their firearms. Serling throws up in the back of the car on the way back to the precinct before speaking Orcish to Jacoby and tells him to remember the old ways and how he has been selected by a prophecy and that Ward is blessed. He also claims to have a message from a group called the Shield of Light. Candomer Edgar Ramirez, an elf FBI agent, and his companion Montague, Happy Anderson, question Serling. The agents question Serling about his knowledge of Layla, Noomi Rapace, and Tika, Lucy Fry, two elf sisters. Serling is aware that Layla is a dark elf who belongs to the Inferni clan and seeks to bring back the Dark Lord, an evil force that the Nine Armies vanquished 2,000 years ago. Layla and her goons want to bring him back so they may use 3 magic wands to cast darkness over the globe. Due to the fact that Layla is bright, she can use a wand without it harming her. In order to set up a trap for Layla, according to Montague, they must locate Tika. Regarding the wand, Ward summons Ching and the other police officers. They demand Ward to assist them in killing Jacoby, so they may have the wand for themselves, or else he will also perish. Prior to starting the task outside, Ward questions Jacoby about what truly happened when he was shot while holding him at gunpoint. Jacoby acknowledges that he did allow the gunman to escape, but only because he got lost in the mob. He believed he had the man in an alleyway trapped, but it was merely a young orc spray painting a building. Jacoby allowed the child to escape via a fire escape since he knew the human cops would shoot him dead right away. Ching and the cops emerge from the building shortly after. Pollard is the last person still alive when Ward suddenly turns around and shoots them all. Jacoby tries to take Ward into custody until a gang lead by the wheelchair-bound Poison, Enrique Murciano, approaches them. Poison knows about the wand and wants it for himself, so he can start walking once more. As the thugs begin their assault, Ward and Jacoby kidnap Tika and get inside their vehicle. The criminals follow the police as they drive away. They are being shot at by the criminals, but Ward and Jacoby are able to repel most of the bullets. They locate a location to temporarily hide out until additional criminals come for them. When one of them discovers the wand and reaches for it, it makes him explode and kill everyone nearby. When Layla and her henchmen get to the Abrams residence, they discover Pollard dead before Layla can finish the deed. She then discovers Larika, Nadia Gray, another Inferni elf, who is affixed to the walls. She slices Larika's throat after telling Layla that Tika escaped with the wand. The elves then stumble upon a family, which they slaughter to learn more about where the wand is. Later, Candomer and Montague discover the crime scene at the Abrams residence, and Candomer is aware that Layla is now exposed because she misplaced the wand. walking into a seedy orc/human strip club with Jacoby and Tika. When Layla and her henchmen arrive, they kill Poison and his gang once they discover them and threaten them once again for the wand. The group must flee once more after another gunfight occurs. They locate a spot to hide when they enter a neighboring convenience shop. Ward and Jacoby talk about their relationship in the restroom as they are attending to their wounds. Jacoby had before said he wished he were like Ward since he regards Ward as courageous, but Ward doesn't view them as friends and does advise him not to want to be like him. Rodriguez arrives to the shop after learning that Ward killed the police officers. Given that he is already being suspected by everyone, he commands Ward to handcuff Jacoby, who complies. The elves then drive up and crash through the store, shooting at the police, and Rodriguez is then shot dead. The three retaliate by firing at the elves before escaping. A bunch of orc thugs from the Fogteeth clan later discover the trio. They are assaulted and hauled to a chapel that acts as their hiding place after Ward mocks them. They are delivered by the orcs to Dorgu, their commander, Brad William Henk. He mocks Jacoby for being unblooded, recognized by the other orcs as one of their own, and he also wants the wand. Dorgu issues the death warrant for the officers when they refuse to hand up the wand.